Hello, welcome to Ask Channel. This is a channel that is dedicated to helping everyone, especially new beginners who want to enter the poultry farm business. Our belief is that everyone else can do poultry business. You see, the world needs more farmers because we don't want the world to go hungry, and everyone should join hands in feeding the world. It's our belief that at the end of this video, everyone who wants to do poultry business could easily differentiate between what layer chicken is and what a broiler chicken is. I get this question everywhere, anywhere, anytime I meet people who want to do poultry business. And the difference is not anything difficult. So it's my humble prayer that at the end of this lesson, we should be able to identify the differences, and also if there are similarities, we should be able to state them. Please take a moment and help us to train new farmers by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to our channel. Thank you in advance for helping us. Now let's start. Are there similarities in broilers and layers? Yes, there are similarities. The first thing I could talk about is these are commercially raised chicken. They are raised for the purpose of generating profit and making money for ourselves. So in this regard, we can say that they are similar. Again, these are birds that depend on special diet. You cannot just give them anything at all. The broiler needs special diet, the layer needs special diet, well prepared for them. So in this regard too, we can say that they have similarities. These birds also need special care and attention from handlers. When it comes to giving them water, you cannot deprive them of. When they need light, you have to provide them with light. You have to handle them with care, especially when they are day old or they are very young. So we can see that they are similar when it comes to diet. The next thing I can also talk about when it comes to similarity is that they have almost the same vaccination schedule. That is the kind of drugs or medications that are given them to boost their immune system against certain diseases. So when it comes to vaccination, they have got almost the same vaccination schedule. Thank you. Now let's come to the main subject matter. People do ask. People want to know. These are chicken. Why should I call some broilers? Why should I call others layers? Well, you are coming into this business, so it wouldn't be anything difficult as you watch this video to the end. First of all, why do we raise broiler chicken? So the purpose. The main purpose for raising broiler chicken is for their meat. We raise them for their meat, so that at least you can have something to chew. Yes, the broiler chicken is raised for their meat. On the other hand, the layer chicken is raised for the production of eggs. We raise the layer chicken for the production of eggs. So broiler, meat, layer, eggs. So that is one major difference between the broiler chicken and the layer chicken. 2. Point 2 says that the period of maturity for the broiler chicken is at most 14 weeks and above. So what it means is that by the 12 weeks, by the 12th week, the broiler chicken should be prepared for slaughter. They are the type of birds that are not raised for a very long period. Maximum 14 weeks, 15 weeks, you should be able to sell your broiler chicken. Sometimes you can even, if you are able to raise them well, take good care of them, by the 8th week, they should be ready for table. So the broiler chicken is raised for at most or maximum 14, 15 weeks. However, when you take a layer chicken, you have to raise the layer chicken for at least, depending on the breed, at least 5 months before it can begin to produce eggs for you. Well, some breeds can start as early as the 4th month, that is 16 weeks, to begin to produce eggs. But on the average, 5 months, 6 months, your bird should be able to start laying eggs. So when it comes to when you can recoup the investment you have made or the money you have pushed into your business, after the 3rd month, your broiler chicken should be able to pay you back. And after the 6th month, your layer chicken should also begin to pay you back. So when it comes to maturity, when you can begin to recoup or get back your money, that is one big difference. The next big difference is the examples or the breeds that we call broiler and the breed that we call layer. Some examples of broiler chicken: we have what we call Cob 500. We also have Rose 300, Rose 308. These are all examples of broiler chicken. They are all examples of broiler chicken. When you take the layer chicken, we've got the Isa Brown, we've got the Highland White, also called the Leghorn White. We have the Highland Brown, also called the Leghorn Brown. We have black layers. We also have Bovan Brown, Bovan White. All these are examples of layer chicken. Now, the layer chicken weighs less when it comes to weight, in terms of weight. The layer chicken weighs less. The average layer should weigh around 2 kg, 2.5 kg, depending on the species or the breed. However, the broiler chicken, if it is well cared for, can weigh as high as 4 kilograms, 4.55 kilograms. And I'm not sure anyone will be dreaming of having a layer that weighs as high as 5 kilograms. The bird will not be laying. So the weight alone can also show the difference, that the broiler chicken weighs more than the layer chicken. Then, when it comes to the space needed to raise these birds, the broiler chicken needs less space because they are not raised for a very long time. And for them, they need to put on weight for the slaughter. So they don't need much space to be running about or exercising. They need the food to put on weight. On the other hand, the layer chicken is going to be raised for a very long time. Sometimes they can lay for as long as 1.5 years, 2 years, 2.5 years. So the purpose is not to feed them to grow fat, but rather to keep them healthy and also to be able to produce eggs. So what it means is that they will need quite a space to be able to exercise and also stay strong. So the space alone could also tell you the difference between the broiler chicken and the layer chicken. Our belief is that anyone else can go into poultry farming. Anyone else can join hands in feeding the world. Please subscribe to our channel and help support us train new farmers. In our previous video, we discussed reasons why we should go into poultry farming. Please do well to watch that video too if you are a new farmer or if you are already an experienced farmer. Thank you.